23 out of 55. Oh. Alright. Good evening. Do once again something else entirely. I've played Thronefall for, like, ages ago. I actually have to check if I know the buttons still. Right. Sprint. Right. Yeah, haven't played it in a while, but I felt like playing it, and since I started this game, basically everything of this game I've played, I was streaming it, so I decided to just continue with that. Also, that gives me a very clear time when I can play. Right. So what do I need? I need a high score of 12,000. I don't actually know how that is calculated. Can I see? No. So I assume I need a bunch of modifiers. What do I actually want to take? I haven't played this in a while, so I have not kept up with what is good and what isn't. But I assume I'll probably just play with towers again. Right, what do we have? Okay, so snakes, less gold, but more points. I feel like most gold is from the get me that, more health. I don't want faster. There will be more enemies. Yeah, the first 3 nights only, that seems fine. Towers are more expensive, I don't want that. You can't build any walls, but you get plus 10% more points and XP if you win. I do want walls, especially in this map. 8% of their health, at most 15 health every second, but you get 30% more points. Every 4th enemy spawn will consist of elite enemies with greatly improved health and attack damage. You get plus 75% score and XP if you win. Grow stronger and stronger. Ranged enemies on the ground are supercharged and have 70% more range. 100% health, 40% attack damage, 50% movement speed, and 30% attack cooldown. But you get... Okay, enemies spawned all over the map and a lot closer to your castle, but I can't attack for a few seconds after spawning. You get... Nah. Have a chance to respawn as ghosts. Honestly, remove my auto attack, that's fine. Then, perks. Give me the spear, that's fine. Actually, is it fine? Do I want that, actually? I'm gonna do it with like 87% extra and see how much points we get. Now, I want towers. So, arcane towers for more range. What else can we have? Walls and towers have more health. That's not necessarily all that good for the towers themselves, but it's good for the walls, which in turn protect the towers. Gladiator Scoop, Pumpkin Fields, Healing Spirits. And Resistance Power Tower. The power you're closest to, sure. Resistance against ranged attacks. Produce more gold. Shrines do not... Like, the shrines are not an issue because they don't appear on this map, I believe. Upgrade towers get a buff. Start with the game. Okay, more range damage for the towers. More melee damage, that doesn't really matter. This one I like, so get rid of... This one I kinda like, but the Arcane Tower is too good. Tower upgrades are no longer limited by the castle center, no. I haven't... Far from your castle center. I don't think that's relevant. Okay, let's try it with that and see what happens. What do we have? A bunch of riders. Shouldn't be a problem. We're just gonna take that. So the riders will... all enemies will focus either a castle or, if you're close enough, you. I'll start with the mines. Since those, I believe, bring the most money. Yeah, it gives you 6 money. I'm just gonna stab them. The first few nights generally aren't that difficult. And I hope that remains true, even with the modifiers. Thankfully I do have just a heal. And now we have a bunch of enemies coming from down here. What do? They aim to raid for your castle center are somewhat armored against attacks on a player character. And then the peasants are equipped with a club. Right, so we definitely need a wall against the races. And we'll just get 2 towers and build ourselves some... yeah, build this gold mine. Most possible money, hopefully. Good. Let's see if that works. I'm just gonna deal with the peasants so the towers can deal with the races. Later on, the fast units from down there aren't really gonna be a problem. Yeah, the races are the bigger problem. Like, if I die, that's fine. But if the castle center dies, I just lose. Thankfully, the spear, I believe, also deals extra damage against these races. Because it deals extra damage against all fast enemies. Also, why am I an immortal ghost? Okay, what do we have? Archers and melee boys, as well as horses from down there. Now, I believe they will attack my... Improved plow, explosive traps, scarecrows, or the wind spirits. The wind spirits are really good, I believe, against archers. The more projectiles are blocked, additionally the milligrams gains a range attack that slows enemies. However, I kind of just want money. Like, the farms are there to get me more money. That's their purpose. Now, I, myself, will probably help down there with the riders. Since I have the buffed towers on top. And I don't want them to destroy the mine. Fuck. Well, so much for that. And they've gotten rid of my farms. Unfortunate. If a building is destroyed, it doesn't yield you money. Maybe I should have built the farm on the bottom first. Or just focused on more housing. Holy shit, they destroyed me. Also, the different weapons have different actives, and the spear has a big heal. You basically heal yourself for a while. Only enemies from up left. What we're gonna do there is we can't build a wall. That's a problem. The enemies that come in from there I don't think are that dangerous. I believe it's mostly just not racers, those are assassins. Which specifically target the king. And then we have again archers from up top. Okay. If you don't get hit for a while, you do get a buff. You do get a heal, or like you regen a lot faster. And that I think was everything from here. And you can see the assassins just immediately going for me. They don't really tank all that much, like from towers at least. And you can see the spear is really not good against anything that isn't fast. The spear deals extra damage to fast enemies and slows them down. But most of the swordsmen, like anything that isn't a racer, an assassin, or like a horseman, doesn't count as fast. Oh, and these guys, the bombs. Health and health, self-healing for your character. Every evening, house is upgraded. Ranged enemies attack, you take 7 damage. Melee enemies attack, you take 1 damage. More health for your character. Is that new? Assassin training. If you manage to use your active ability just as a cooldown wears off, the next cooldown is cut in half. I think I'll take this. And then we'll get us a wall here. Unfortunately, no speed bumps yet. The speed bump is here. Well, the barricade there won't be too useful. What I want to do is... I think I want to build some towers. And then I want to upgrade my farms. For more money. I could build one of those, which is 1 gold, or I could build a house, which is also 1 gold, I believe. Yeah. In that case, build me that farm. I keep 1 gold for tomorrow. Now, these guys, I believe, explode, don't they? Exploder! Yep. My purpose is basically just to slow them down. So my towers can kill them. I didn't know they deal damage to other enemy units. Also, that little drum is the cooldown on your ability. If you were wondering. Okay. Archers and horsemen from up here. We're just gonna build a wall, and then we're gonna upgrade one of our towers. Castle tower. Targets closest unit, 100% projectile speed, less attack, cooldown. I really love the bunker tower, but it's really bad against archers. You are the first thing that the archers are gonna attack. So I'll upgrade you with that. Build me another farm, and you will have the wind spirits. Because this one's close enough to the wall that I think it'll make a difference. Then we can... So these guys, those are only assassins, if I believe, hunterlings. With the sole aim of chasing you down, which means as long as I'm alive, they ignore everything else. Which means we can abuse this barricade, because going through this barricade is faster than going... what is it? Get me that. And then we upgrade this farm again. Oh yeah, I also deal damage to the archers now. I forgot. I also have more health. So these wind spirits, they block projectiles. Not all of them, but many. And you can see the hunterlings just all dying to the barricade. Okay, so that one went well. Now we have exploders from down there. We have a bit of cavalry, which really shouldn't be an issue, I don't think. And then we have a bunch of exploders from down there. As well as ogres. Ogres are just big boys. Are they called ogres? They are called ogres. They are big boys with a club, and they hit ya. I think I'm just gonna upgrade you to a armored tower. As well as... no, because from down there, mostly just exploders. So, you are gonna be an armored tower. And then we need something with long range over here. Now, you are a bit too long range. I think I'd just take a castle tower. And I'll deal with the exploders. I'm not too worried about the cavalry on the right side, thanks to my arcane towers. And you should die to the towers. Okay, so they got to my mine. However, that mine I don't think has all that much health, all that much money left anyway. Like that mine over there only gave me 1 money. Okay, upgrade me my castle. Tax, it instantly uses 25%. Ooh, more health and health regen. Tower walls upgraded permanently discounted by -1 for level 1 buildings and my -4 for level 2 buildings. Okay. Units move fast, I don't have units. Or just more damage and health regen. I'll take that. Now, why I wanted this, however, is mostly, if I recall correctly, there's a little barricade down here, which helps with the exploders. I also can now upgrade my wall. I don't think that's gonna be necessary immediately. I also overlooked that we get enemies from up top left. Yeah, give me that. And up top right as well. I'll just have to hope that the buildings I have there last me enough. Now, there is one exploder coming in from here, and I'll deal with that one. Hopefully with the help of the tower. You can also push Alt to lock your targeting, so you don't... Basically, he always attacks the closest target. You can lock your targeting with Alt to prevent him from switching targets. Okay, so these guys also just kind of ignored my mine. And I can tank him. Or, well, I can't attack them, I note. Ah, the field survived. Perfect. Does my tower down there survive? He does! Tower wins. Yeah, they basically only give me 1 gold now, the mines. Okay, so we have a bunch of riders. Down here, however, we have 2 barricades, meaning the riders are gonna do jack shit. The barricades work like the spear, they just deal damage to fast units and slow them down. Meaning I can put a lot of money into my housing down here. Also down there we have so many turrets, I don't think they're gonna do anything. The houses just give you money. There is an upgrade technically, like a perk that you can take, where you get additional, where the houses shoot at enemies. But I rarely use that. Oh yeah, those barricades are great. I'm just thinking, there's a modifier, the pacifist modifier, which lowers how often you attack. Oh shit, I overlooked that we have enemies up there. I am an idiot. I think it's also just riders, it's just riders. The barricades just hard counter them, but up here we don't get a barricade. There's also very funny different things you can do. For example, there's one commander mode where your units just deal a lot more damage, but you deal basically none. And then there's the exact opposite, where you deal all the damage and your units deal none. Also, as long as you're blinking red, you can't sprint, I think. As long as you're missing health. What do we have? We have hunterlings from down there. We have a bunch of attackers from down here. The hunterlings are not going to be a problem, I don't think. We have catapults. Meaning what I want... You... Sniper tower... Ballista... Projectiles blow dealing splash damage, but the target damage is reduced by 25%. Tower can pour hot oil. And then this is a healing tower. Get me a ballista. The ballista focuses on enemy siege units, which is mostly the catapults. Then we can upgrade you here. Get me some more farms. Also, which knight is this? This is knight 10 of 12. These are just more towers. Now there's nothing coming from down here, so we're good on that front. And what I'm gonna do is you... cost too much, I think. Upgrade this, and then we can upgrade you into... I think a castle tower. And what can I do with 5 gold? I can upgrade you, and you are far enough away. No, I think I also make you cost. No, you're far enough away to become a sniper tower. Okay. Not afraid of the hunterlings. And then I'm just gonna kill the catapults as soon as I can. Good. The sniper tower, I believe, targets the highest health enemy, which in most cases is gonna be the ogre. And then the enemies from down there will not get through the barricades. Okay, while the hunterlings do mostly just focus on me, they will attack other buildings when with a drive-by, basically. Okay, hunterlings... No, that's not hunterlings, that's... Is that racers? That's racers. Then we have a bunch of ogres up here, which means we will build ourselves a little sniper tower ballista. Alright, yep. We will upgrade this wall. We will upgrade you. I feel like we're gonna need a little bit of AoE later on. If they come in with more... what is it? With more, like, clumped ranged units. Now, what can we build here? I feel like you will be really good. One thing I really like to do for the bunker towers, Because the bunker tower is my favorite, I love stuff that just gets better and better the more it's used. Yeah, the races are not gonna be a problem, I don't think. The ogres up here might be. Unless the ballista just one-shots them. What is the targeting of the ballista like? Like, it does not attack the highest health enemies right now. And here the AoE is visible. It's not that great, because these guys have a lot of health. Oh. Okay, the oil is a lot more effective than I thought it would be. Upgrade me this house, and then this is the final night. Now, the most vulnerable area, I think, is down here. Gonna do this. You get the fire upgrade. The area up there, I feel like, isn't that threatened. But I will still just upgrade me this tower. Into, I think, a castle tower. That should be fine. Also, I completely forgot I can build houses up here, can't I? Now, on this side, you become a castle tower. And that should be fine on this side, I think. You, castle tower as well. Highest health unit and siege weapons, okay. And I'm gonna upgrade you to attack 2 targets. Here, the archer spy shoots an additional arrow. Then you're the ballistic spy, fire spy, and the healing spy, right. The healing spy, not really that relevant, because I most of the time don't have units. And then for 3 more gold, I can build me a singular tower, or I can upgrade my house. I think I'll just build this wall here, as a little bit of insurance. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be any danger. I don't think this is gonna be any danger. This doesn't seem like that hard a night. Which, this is the last night. This is also, I believe, one of like only 2 maps that doesn't have a boss wave. Because the next map has the Kraken. And then the map after that has... Wait, which one is it? It has something. Oh yeah, I have the close thing. Can I? Yeah, I can check that. I do have the... Yeah, I have the closest thing. I should have used it a whole lot more. I also wish it would show it. As to which tower is currently getting buffed. Yeah. No, I really feel like this night is not a challenge in the slightest. Actually, I kind of miss this game. Like, this is if you ever need something for like half an hour, this is a neat little game that you can get. Okay, to be fair, the higher difficulties aren't that easy. Like, the higher difficulties are a problem, but generally it's kind of neat. But yeah, the bunker tower I feel like is the most specialized tower, because you really need an area where you are just straight up directly next to the other area, the enemies. Somewhere where it survives while you shoot at the enemies, more specifically. Had a feeling that might happen, that's why I built a second wall. So I think I'm just gonna Can I actually... No, it still just shows how many are coming in total. It doesn't track how many are still coming in. Which is a bit sad. Okay, I feel like with the power tower I could have just gotten taken the pacifism thing. How many points do I have? Mutator bonus. 12,700. Okay, that is enough. What is this? Trophies. Wonderful. So, Durchstein is done. Also, all of these names are supposed to sound German, I feel like, but none of them would actually be German names. Honestly, I feel like nobody in Germany would ever say use names like that. Okay, so here we have more specific goals. For example, I need to do the spear, the challenge of the Falkengar, which makes them faster and chase me shorter, and the crumbling buildings, which is only heal 25% of the health points every morning, mostly an issue for walls. Straight buildings take an additional dedicated bit, but you get 20% more points and XP if you win. Which means, instead of buildings, we're gonna go for a gladiator school, which trains units faster, training facilities train reservists that spawns instantly once the first unit dies. The elite warriors for more health. Yeah, this one I feel like is really good together with the pacifist, because you don't want to do damage anyway if you take that. Archers have more range. I get 5 perks. This is also the level that adds, what is it called? God, what would I want to say? It adds harbors, right? And research. Can I get... When many of you respawns at this trading facility gets plus 6%? Sure, why not? Experience gain. I'm pretty sure most people don't get experience when they die. Picking up each night, you gain 1 gold for every 3 gold you have left. Walls are repaired. Alone, healthy, or more damage you deal. Cooldown of your active abilities reduced. Strange units are twice expensive, but you deal 75% more damage. Do we have something similar for the melee units? Yeah. In that case, I'll take this instead of the 50% more health. And move faster. Okay. Let's see how this one goes. That, of course, means I need to probably get myself some units ASAP. But for now, I'm just gonna get myself... Oh yeah, I can't, because it's more expensive. Because I made it more expensive. The harbor, by the way, one of my favorite ways to get money. Because it basically starts with, again, it's the things that get progressively better the more you use it. And the harbor basically just starts with no boats. Basically it gets money per boat. And it starts with no boats, and then every night it gets a boat. Every day. Slimes. I have 6 gold, so now I still can't buy any thing. And the slimes are a problem because there's a lot of them. Like, that's kind of their trademark. And I cannot allow them to kill my harbor. I can also cannot allow them to kill my castle. I should maybe have looked for that. Okay, I think... new game. I think what I need... I'm still gonna start with the houses, just because they give me more money. Then the harbor. The harbor does not give you money until it starts going. And it needs like five boats. Now there is an upgrade for the harbor to get better, but I don't have that right now. How much money do we get? 2. So we have 6. I could... Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is build a tower. And then a house. Because my units are more expensive, and they are what I'm gonna focus on, I need a lot of money. Please don't kill my house. Okay. So this tower isn't gonna respawn. That shouldn't be a problem because we have crossbowmen. You are ranged units. By archers, splash damage. Cause bonus damage against siege units. Hunters are fast and effective against monsters. They have decent self-defense capabilities in melee combat, but are vulnerable against ranged units. Crossbowmen have low range but high damage output. They are armored against ranged attacks. Bonus damage against ranged units. Less effective against flying units. Or the longbows, which are just... around. Also, you can basically just guide them around, but they don't attack while doing that. You can put them down, then they move towards the enemy, or you can tell them to just stay put. In this case, I'm just gonna tell them to go do whatever, because I'll tank the crossbowmen. Also, yeah, the crossbowmen deal really stupid high damage. They take a while until they shoot, but if they do, they will probably kill one of my guys. Now here we have, once again, the slimes. I need more money, so get me more money. Build the buildings back here. This is, by the way, a change they made a while after the game came out. That you can basically just, instead of gathering up all of your soldiers by hand, you can go to the barracks and gather up all of them at once. One house dying is fine. I also completely forgot that we have the increased range on my archers. Well, that's my economy dying. Siege engine coming in. Since I don't really have walls yet, that's not actually that much of a problem. Get me a research building for ranged, no, melee resistance. So you can research 3 things per research building. It always takes an amount of days. Do we have anything we can build down here? No, not yet at least. Also, I have the feeling you can just kind of stand back here without any issue. Can I build another house? No. In that case, I'll just deal with the ram. While hopefully my archers deal with the swordsman. And also, yeah, the ram deals a stupid amount of damage to buildings. I have the feeling I might have wanted to go with crossbowmen instead. Also, in this specific level, I can't really do anything. Get me that. Get me the armor, I'm gonna be the tank. The crossbowmen would probably suck against these guys specifically, though. Also, I just realized that my units do not automatically go to the closest enemy. I thought they would. Also, just drive by spitting at people. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, so we now have melee resistance. We have 10 gold. What I want to build is a melee barracks. And I want reduce damage from fire and explosions. Sure, whatever, give me berserks. Here. And then I want more houses. Now you cost 9 to upgrade. Also get me my archers. Now the second group comes from down here and it will go basically around this part. So I'm not too worried about them. Everybody just charging in. As it should be. Okay, so apparently the enemy crossbowmen come down this path. And the siege ram. Though the berserks are getting close. Perfect. Okay, so we have races, and those are big slimes, aren't they? Spiky slime. Small millimeters with not much brain. These usually appear in groups. Spiky slimes have more health and attack damage than normal slimes. Okay, that's fine. Get me, at this point, finally this harbor. And this harbor. Like, up to 5 nights, so it might actually be already too late for them. Maybe I should have just focused on houses. Archers. The barracks upgrades, by the way, are basically mostly just more units. Tower, tower. There's another harbor here. Right. I'm gonna leave the slime, my units to deal with the slimes while I deal with the races here. Or at least slow them down. If the tower dies, that's not really that much of a problem. The barracks can't die and my houses should stay alive. And with can't die, I mean I should try not to have them not die. Because losing some of my units for an entire night is gonna be a problem. Okay, that's just flying units. Like, exclusively flying units. No, wait, you need to be down here to protect this harbor. And then you need to be over here to protect my housing. And then just give me more housing. I have completely forgotten how much housing is on this map. Holy shit. Also, I can't attack flying enemies. Okay, yeah, the harbor is not gonna survive that. Oh wait, I can attack flying enemies. With spiky armor. Okay, yeah, okay. I think the harbors have been a mistake. Everything is down there, huh? Oh, a mine. I could have gotten that a while ago. Maybe I should have. Get me another house, and I think that's all the houses I will get. Research me. Melee resistance, melee resistance. Again. How many knights do I have left? 3. So, I get 25 gold in that? Yeah, really feel like the harbors have been a mistake. I'm just gonna place all of my archers. Oh wait, can I not? Yeah, I forgot there's hotkeys for those. So all of the archers are just gonna stand here. And they are gonna stand there and not move. Berserks can hop over here. The Berserks will respawn and basically just walk down here while we are still fighting. And hopefully they will make it on time. I don't really see too much of an issue though, currently. And then they just jump straight back in again. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the crossbowmen might have been the better option. Considering that I have a massive range increase on all my units. I just kind of don't like them. Also, maybe the knights would have been a better choice. I feel like this one's not going too good. I think I need to restart this one. Every building you lose, basically you get bonus based on how much of your realm you've protected. And currently I'm not really doing a really all that good of a job at that. Those are flying enemies, right? Yeah. Is there actually a second research area in this map? I don't think so. Upgrade me my castle, I think. Just more health. Berserks. Holy shit, they have some range on them. Unfortunately, they're not really targeting the races as they should. Yeah, I kind of think I prefer the knights. Okay, restart me that. New. Do I want to change something here? Okay, I feel like this isn't that relevant for the ranged units. Actually, for the crossbowmen it might be. I think I'd rather have this. So, upgrade me that, get me the housing. Because now, the archers only cost 4 coins, meaning I can get them on the second night. Which might be relevant. I mean, in fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Also, does it tell you? It gives you 6 coins. Or rather, I get 6. Is it actually? It tells you how much coins you get the next day. If I actually survive the night, that is. Okay, I should be fine. Since I deal 60% less damage, I believe. But my house has survived, so we are good. Get me the archers. Vulnerable against ranged units. The fire archers deal splash damage. Which I think is preferred here. I'm just gonna tank these guys. And then the archers can do the rest. Well, I'm not really tanking them all that well, but the archers still did do the rest. I think I'd want to just get me as much money and housing as possible. Now, the fire archers aren't gonna be that good against these crossbowmen, I don't think. But they're gonna be good enough. Oh, they actually leave a fire trail, huh? I have underestimated those fire archers. Give me all of that. Also, I think 1 is just your entire army. Okay, fire archers, please kill them. Before they destroy my housing. Want me. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now we build this. And what do I want? I basically... Like, the tanking isn't gonna be that good because they don't hunt me for that long. Get me ranged damage. I feel like these guys are gonna... Wait, I can build another house. Extra damage to siege engines. Losing 1 house is fine. You also just saw the assassin bonus. If you click the button directly when it comes off of cooldown, you reduce it by half. Which I think is really good for the spear. Okay. Flying type enemies. I think the second type of archer I want is gonna be the hunter. And then everybody just stands here and shoots at them. More houses. As much eco as I can possibly afford. Like, there is not really anything I could buy right now that would help. Okay, the hunters have more range than the fire archers. That is good to know. And now we're gonna need melee units. Which I'm gonna take knights. Knights are just your bog standard. They tank. They tank, they attack most enemies well enough. And get me more money. They're also strong against ranged units, I believe. Please don't kill my barracks. Fuck. Okay, I don't think any of my archers are going to die, because the knights are gonna just tank that. Like, they're strong against siege engines, they're still not strong against siege engines. Now, what we're gonna get next are flailers. And then we're gonna upgrade our housing again. Actually, what we're also gonna do is build our next thing, which we are gonna take ranged resistance. And then we're gonna grab everyone down here. Melee units are there. And I'm gonna go deal with these racers. The flailers' main purpose is specifically to deal with these slimes. Or other units that just have large groups of them. The flailers deal AoE around themselves and heal themselves per enemy hit. Which is really good if there are a lot of enemies to hit. At least I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Okay, we have a bunch of flying units. What I'm gonna do... You are the fire archers. No, I want the hunters. You are gonna defend your barracks. The flailers and the knights are not gonna do anything. No illusions about that. The fire archers, on the other hand, are gonna go down here. And then we're just gonna upgrade our housing further. And we have enough money to build us another group of fire archers. Used to be you actually just have to walk around the entire fucking town, grab up all of your units. I'm very happy that they... Oh shit, I can build a... How many knights do I have left? 4. I think that's good enough for the mine. Okay, the fire archers aren't that good against the flying enemies, I note. But the hunters are good. I haven't counted how many have spawned and how many we've killed. Okay, you all over here. Okay, we lost a few houses. I think it's fine. And now we'll just have all our archers here and all our non-archer units here. Can I upgrade any housing? I don't think I can. I can build me some more housing. That's a turret. That's a house. It's also a house. Our research is done, so I'm gonna start that. Oh wait, I can't because the castle isn't high enough level. More health and health regen. Yeah, let's go with that. Now the boats aren't gonna be that useful, but I can get walls for later. Or towers. Like the problem is gonna be if they get destroyed, they're just gone for good. Now, thanks to prior knowledge, I know that I'm gonna set up down here, and then actually archers here, melee here. And the rams, as you might imagine, have increased resistance to ranged attacks. I just realized the flailers have a shield. I didn't know that. I think they just have the flail. Or I thought. Okay. Now everything's coming in from down here. Have a wall. Have more turrets. The archers in here. The melee guys back here. Actually, you should just, you know, move as you need. Now, I'm gonna upgrade up here. Like, I can't upgrade any of the houses because they max out at... give me more ranged damage. They do max out at 2. So now I can just focus on getting other stuff up. That's a wall, I believe. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna focus on towers. How many knights? 11 out of 13. What is... Oh, shit. It actually tells you what comes in the next knights. That's kinda neat. The races are just still the biggest problem because they ignore everything, and I don't have walls in front of them. Fuck! They killed my house. Okay, now we will actually have to just split it up a little bit. We will build a wall here and a turret, and then we will just start fortifying this area down here to just a ludicrous degree. I do actually like this kind of forward post that they have here. Like, that's kind of missing in a lot of them. So, there are enemies coming from here, which the knights will deal with, or at least help with. The flailers are gonna take care of this group. Now, these are racers and hunterlings, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. The hunterlings are just gonna come for me, that's not a problem. The fire archers are gonna help defend this post down here, while the hunters are gonna first of all defend here. I could build a wall. I could build a tower instead as well. Okay, I think the hunters are better served down there as well. Oh, the races are going around this way because they because they note the wall. So leaving that would actually have been a good decision. So the walls are kind of a problem because if they die here, I just don't get them back. The towers as well. So losing that there could be an issue. And now we have the final enemy. Archer's Spire. Actually, you know what? No, fuck that. Why do I build towers when instead I could get more hunters? As well as more fire archers. If I recall correctly, most is just gonna be... I don't think they spawn any enemies except this guy in the middle. And we're just gonna immediately shoot him. With everything we've got. Also, yeah, he has a bunch of health bars and he just moves in between areas. And lets out a bunch of units. I think he only lets out monstrous units. Which the hunters are good against. But yeah, he's getting eaten. He has a lot of health bars though. Going back down there. He'll spawn more and more units, but as long as we just kill them, he's not actually attacking himself. Oh, I just realized he's also losing health whenever he does that, so we don't even have to kill him, we just have to kill the small dudes. Which really isn't all that difficult, considering we have 16 hunters, 12 hunters. And a bunch of fire archers. But I need you to kill this guy. The racers are still just going around, which is really funny to me. Up. He's coming in here now. And now he's coming in the middle. Which is the biggest issue because the races can get to the castle extremely quickly. I don't know if it's random or predetermined where he'll go. Also, he can't be hurt while he's swimming around, which I hate. Hunter's absolutely decimating him. Fuck, they're killing my barracks. Fuck. Thankfully my hunters don't immediately die, they just don't respawn anymore. Which I don't think is gonna be an issue looking at this. Eaten. Perfect. How many points is that? 11,386. Back to map. Right, so it's not the maximum we have. 1200. What do we have now? We have the allied units no longer revive. Enemies deal more damage. And they destroy me stuff. All of which fucking sucks. And I feel like this is geared towards just fucking do it myself. Massive 250% more health. Warrior training. There are flying enemies, so I need something that can hit flying enemies. Which I think the blood wand can. I don't think the battle axe can. The shadow codex can, I believe. Sure. Then what else do I want? Warhorse is faster and overriding over damage. Enemies deals damage. Fortified houses, no. God solution, sustainable mining. Ice magic, healing spirits, pumpkin fields, melee damage, anti-air telescope, health potions, ranged damage. I don't have heroes. Auto attack cooldown is reduced. Is there anything else I need? Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Let's see how that goes. Holy shit, I'm quick. Get me houses. I can actually just like stand in here and tank them, can't I? I do like the lightning stick. I think it's probably it's not actually lightning stick, it's the curse book. I think it might not be great against these guys though. On the other hand, I can just like do this. So I guess we're fine. Crossbowman. Get me a harbor. House, house, house. Now I should have a shit ton of health. I also have more range than they do. Now... more health. And then build me the second harbor. Yeah, that should be good enough. Okay, flying enemies? No, first comes the ram. Build me the last harbor. Now you increase from 2 to 4. I think I'm gonna keep that for later. Oh, right. Research me. More ranged damage. Then another house. Thankfully, the curse does kind of just target a unit that is in range and not yet cursed. Unfortunately, I can't really stop the ram. So this harbor is just gonna eat it. But only the harbor eating it is honestly, I feel like, fine. Now, question, if I upgrade you, you do get immediately respawned. That is good to know. I don't know if this harbor will survive. It did not. Good enough. Now we have more rams coming in. What I'm gonna get me now is some units. And another group of them. I have a feeling that the death thing is worse for melee units, because the range units, they can kind of just hide. Or I can kind of just hide them, I think is the correct phrasing there. And yeah, the crossbowmen kind of don't stand a chance against the longer range of the longbowmen. Okay, races. Upgrade me also you. The upgrade for the harbor, I believe, increases the max amount of boats. Get me more ranged damage. Can I build any more houses? I think down here... Oh, I can build me a mine. I should do that. Okay. Oh, my harbor. Well, I guess it was meant to be that way. I need more healing. It might have been smarter. Actually, I'm just gonna have all of you defend this here area. It might have been smarter to actually get a melee weapon. Yeah, this arrow is not gonna do anything for me. To actually just get a melee weapon and then have the archers for the flying enemies. Yeah, just more damage. And then get me more archers. Get me another group of 2 here. And another group of 2 over here. And then I feel I can start, like, fortifying. With the walls being the first thing. I'm gonna deal with the enemies from down here. The Falchion is actually kind of neat. The Falchion and the Axe, it feels like they noted that you kind of run out of health a lot. So the Falchion and the Axe have both a heal. Oh, that kind of blows. Oh well. As long as my housing survives up there, I feel like we're good. Alright, everybody over here. And then we're just gonna get us towers. Question is, do I want the fire spire or just the I think just the archer spire. So I'm picking bunker tower because they attack faster and faster the longer the more they shoot, which is gonna be pretty good, I think, against the Kraken later on. Where are you going? I should have told him to just stand there. I feel like instead of the trample, I should have taken something else. There's one thing, I believe, that increases your health regen. Damage to everything. I do like the book. I do like the curse book. I don't think it's that good. If I'm not mistaken, the blood wand is just bonkers strong comparatively to every other weapon. And you just stand there. I can't believe the harbor will survive. I think. I hope. Please survive. He actually did. Okay. That's a load of money. Okay, the archers, you will just go here and stay there. These 30, I feel like this bunker tower is just gonna obliterate on its own. Get me a... I think a castle tower is good enough. With the fire arrows. And then here... a castle tower. With the archer's spire. And then down here we'll also get a castle tower with an archer's spire. If we could afford it. In that case, just get more archers. Get me hunters, to be precise. Also upgrade this house. Hunters over here, try not to die. And then I'll just help deal with this area first. Okay, the bunker tower should now be completely fine. Also, the alt lock is something you probably never want to use with this weapon. Since it blocks you from spreading the curse. It's from spreading the chain. Yeah, the bunker tower is fine. And the hunters here also made short work of them. So we are good. Oh shit, we're already at that, huh? How much range do you have? Not enough. There was something I still wanted to upgrade. Yeah, this tower down here. Then we can get an armored tower here with fire. I'm also gonna get a gate and a wall. You here, sniper, ballista. You are supposed to just shoot at the big guy. The flailers, they regenerate a bit of health for each enemy they hit. So you are actually just gonna be on call. I should have gotten my last upgrade, I guess. More flailers. So, melee, you're gonna be on call wherever we need you. And then the archers are just gonna be here for now. I also just learned that it immediately obliterates all of your harbors, which I didn't know beforehand. The hunters are a lot faster than the longbowmen. Yeah, okay, you just stay inside the walls, please. All of my flailers are dead. Which means they're not gonna do anything anymore. And I trust in my bunker towers there. Also, I should just do that and then reapply it. It's going back to the right, I'm pretty sure. Wait, how much damage does that deal? Holy shit. Up top? No, down left. Yeah, I feel like the bunker tower, I didn't know that that the active deals so much damage to the other thing. Also, the fire tower works wonders against these guys. It's now gonna go to the right, okay. Which means that the bunker tower can shoot at it. It probably won't, but it can. Because the bunker tower shoots the closest target. And it's shooting that quickly definitely helps. Now it goes up there, which means I want... No, it goes over here. Which unfortunately is already inside my walls. Now, you need to stand outside here so they don't accidentally kill you. Fuck, too early. Yeah, I feel like the bunker towers are mostly just obliterating everything going on. I don't have a way to respawn my hunters. Over here. Don't try and fight the Kraken directly. Except me. I'm allowed to do that. Perfect. That wasn't as hard as I anticipated it to be. I didn't expect the curse one to deal that much damage, the curse book to deal that much damage to the Kraken. Also, that should be the 12,500 for the other achievement. For the other star. Crown, not star. That worked well. Now, bow. Which is actually just, you just stab people. And this one doesn't seem that difficult, because I can just go back to towers. Which, Arcane Tower, where's the Power Tower? Power Tower, that one was good. I do want walls to have more health. I'm also gonna take the... where's the wall, where's the health sharing? Emergency repairs, there it is. And elite towers? Or just more rain? No, get me the elite towers, I guess. Okay. That one should be quick enough. I don't think this one's... Like, the enemy health being higher is a bit of a bummer. But I don't think it's gonna be that much of a problem. Oh yeah, there's also more of them. I forgot. Only for the first 3 waves, though. Okay, I might actually just need a wall here, a tower here to help out. Yeah, no, I need a tower. It does not give you more gold from enemies. Yeah, restart me that. But I can't go early eco with that. Thankfully, this tower will be absolutely fucking busted. Yep, as I expected. Now, we need another tower back here. And we can start with a bit of eco. I fucking missed. I fucking missed stabbing someone. It's D&D all over again. Well, I feel like I've built the wrong house. Well, learned something new. Let me restart that. It's still gonna be this tower. But then the house will be up there. And I only have 5 gold because I only get the money from the enemies. You might actually want to chain the, like this one, the B one, which gets 100% more enemies and spawn speed on the first 3 nights. I feel like you might want to combine that with the loan, so you get 7 extra gold. We're still getting this tower. I'm gonna get this house. Because this tower can actually shoot if they get to the castle. And I don't have the mutator anymore for the only 25% repair, like the crumbling buildings. So we do get all of our buildings, but yeah, I kind of feel like I need the loan here. How does the loan work? No, not back to map. New game. How does the loan work? First 10 gold dropped by enemies disappears. Only dropped by enemies. With the plus 7 gold, I can build 4 houses, which is 4 gold. That's the same amount as I'd get from the others. The other things I could do is just get me fortified houses. What would I leave for that? Yeah, put that away. Houses. Let's see if that works better. I fucking missed again. I don't think the houses have that much range. But every little bit helps. They also have a lot more health. Which I feel like is the more important part. Also, kiting enemies might be more important as well. Okay. One house survived. Meaning I get 1 extra gold, meaning I can get another house which also shoots and a tower. Is that enough? Doesn't look that way. So this doesn't really help. I feel it might be this one. Honestly, just lose this one. And focus on the towers. Okay. 100% protected. Get me this one and then get me a house. Can I actually? No, I cannot yet get me the... Chase me. Oh, the tower now one-shots these guys, huh? Unfortunately, not the castle. Okay. We might be able to get us some eco up. Slowly. Steadily. Our life is taken, I guess. No, slowly, gently. So our life is taken. If I recall... I can actually... I don't need to recall, I can just check in a second how the bee actually works. But I'm pretty sure... In the first 3 nights, which is now officially done. Unfortunately... I think I might need fire archers here. Okay, the fire archers I feel like are doing a great job with the tower tanking a little bit for them. Yeah, that's good. Like, the tower alone would have died there. Get me a harbor. And another village. Fire the ram. Fire it. Fuck, you can't body block them anymore. I need the tower to survive is the thing, because the fire archers will not deal enough damage against the swordsman. They added a sound for when your ability is on cooldown. That's neat. I can upgrade you. I'll get the self-upgrade, the house upgrade, and another tower. I note the coughing coming in again, so I'll probably stop soon. Probably after this attempt, regardless of whether I succeed or not. So this currently looks rather good. We can get another tower, but I kind of want more eco. So I'm gonna get this harbor. I'm gonna get this harbor. To start with that, I'm gonna get some longbowmen. I'm gonna get this tower. So the longbowmen should focus on the crossbowmen, while the fire archers focus on the rams. Run away. Okay. So the first upgrades are all just upgrades for the king. The first 3 castle upgrades instead of upgrades for your units or towers. So I kind of just go with the housing because that gives me a little bit more trickling economy. You upgrade, give me ranged damage. I can't build a wall yet. I can build more towers, which I will. And then I think I can just immediately upgrade you to bunker towers. And then I'm gonna build my housing. Bunker tower, go. Unfortunately, my bunker tower will die, but that is a sacrifice worth it. Okay, this is going rather well until now. Bunch of flying enemies should not be a problem in the slightest. Except maybe down here. Get me a tower. No, don't upgrade it. Get me another tower instead. So up here should be fine. What I'm gonna get next is the tower down here. And then more housing. Get me all of that eco up as much as we can. The fire archers can probably just go help here. While I want my longbowmen to help with a large group of enemies over here. I hope the harbor survives. I hope the other harbor survives. I don't think this harbor survives. Fuck. Okay, you will all go here and just stand there. Do not move. Until you can shoot the enemy, that is. Okay, I have all the housing. I'm gonna upgrade you. And I'm gonna upgrade you. And I'm gonna upgrade you. Into, I think, a castle tower. Get me a housing there. And another one there. This is just a fisherman living the best life, I guess. Ooh, another house I can get. Perfect. Now we wait for our money to roll in. Love to see that. One fire archer is just wandering off for some reason. Okay, they're getting a bit closer than I'd like them to. Losing the barracks is fine, I guess. I'd like to keep the harbor, please. My housing is also gone, but it's too gold. Not too worried about that. Okay. The harbor survived, so we good. Okay, what I'm gonna do next is upgrade the castle. All tower walls upgrades are permanently discounted by... yeah, I'll take that. Get the next research in. Again, ranged damage. And we can get a wall in. I actually thought you were inside the wall. Apparently I'm an idiot. Upgrade you and hope you survive. I'm just gonna hope you survive. And then build me another tower there. Bunker tower go. The tower down there fulfilled its purpose of just distracting the group. And none of my eco has died, I believe. So we're good. Bunch of enemies from here, bunch of enemies from down there. We will build our wall and upgrade it. We will build our wall here and also build us bunker towers. At least our first one for there. You guys will be down here helping this tower. And then we upgrade you. One more archery. Upgrade some of these. Get more fire archers? No, get more longbowmen, maybe. Actually, get me another tower there and upgrade it into a castle tower. And then I can get another tower here, as well as upgrade one more house. And then I'll probably just send next to this tower. Okay, this tower doesn't need hope. Good. And I can see that the area on the right is completely fine. I haven't really used the power tower until today. I have vastly underestimated how good it is. Oh shit, we're already at the end, huh? Castle tower. Archer's Spy. I feel like the Archer's Spy is just the best choice here. Because the danger to me is not actually the group enemies, it is the races. The bunker towers can help with that. But the bunker towers are more like for the outer area. I could have gotten a spy. Yeah, that's fine. I have 10 more gold. I could upgrade my towers on the bottom, but... Oh wait, they're cheaper, aren't they? Not all that much cheaper. Well, 2 more towers, that doesn't hurt, I don't think. Upgrade me a house. Okay. This ballista tower shoots very quickly, as long as the enemy is in range. This bunker tower will shoot so stupidly fast at the end of this. There's a large group of enemies eating my wall down there. Okay, so this area down here is the biggest issue. Because in every other area, this ballista tower will absolutely just destroy the guy. Yeah. About as expected. I will remind you that this tower shoots 2 arrows. Or is supposed to shoot 2 arrows whenever it shoots. So much for that, I guess. I have the distinct feeling that no enemy will get through that. Okay, you will actually just stand up here and defend the castle. Because there's not really a whole lot you can do to help here. A sniper tower up there would have been smarter than a castle tower. Way smarter. I mean, I don't think it makes too much of a difference because, again, that tower will just obliterate everything coming for it. Even if I'm not next to it. But this would have just been faster. And this one now also shoots apparently quickly enough to just ignore most enemies. Now this is the only thing that might be a danger to him. If they spawn directly next to him, because if everything gets a hit in, it will at some point just die. Wonderful. Do you go down or up? I think you go to the middle now, don't you? Yeah. To the right? Mm-hmm. Then again to the left and then top again, I believe. Or middle again. Oh, we can actually hit there. In that case, I should just stand. So the bottom right is actually the only position it can't be hit by this tower. I feel like harpooning this thing should still deal damage. Even if it's underwater. I do love the towers. Right. Yeah, as I mentioned, as I thought, this one's gonna be a quicker one. Actually, less points than I had on another one. What is... No, go back. All requests on Frostsea. This is Ufavind. No, this is the one that added the shrines, wasn't it? Actually, was Ufavind? Ufavind added the heroes. This is my favorite map, though. I'm pretty sure. This is the castle. This is Morvig, where the boss is a bit weird. Reifort. Right. Wasn't bad playing this again. I'm gonna try to get all of the crowns, but how long that's gonna take is a different question, especially with these things. Anyway, yeah, as mentioned, that's all. I'm gonna take a bit of cough syrup, and then I'll probably be back tomorrow. For now, I hope you have a nice evening, I hope you have a good night later on, and I hope you have a nice weekend if I'm not back tomorrow. For now...